All right, good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? Good? Nice. All right. Let me share my screen so that we can start. It's a beautiful Saturday. All right. So this is an information session for our IT auditing class that we are planning to start very soon, July 7th. And my guess is that you guys have heard some good stuff about this class. That's why you are here, both online or in person, to hear from you, to hear for yourself. So we're going to go through like about some few slides. I will try to explain what the class is about. And also, I'm going to have some of my former students also come up here and talk about how they see the class, what they did right, and now they are working and enjoying. So introduction, right? So this class will be taught by myself. I'm Kofi Azumaro. I have a master's in cybersecurity. I'm a certified information security professional. I'm a certified information security auditor. I hold a certification in incident handling. I also have a certification in ethical. So I have all the certifications. I've been doing this for over 12 years now. I have my partner, Samson, who used to be my former student. We've been together for the past 7 years now. I also have some certifications, a lot of them. This is to show you that the people who will be teaching this class, we are all professionals. We've been doing it for a while now, so we know what we are saying. So we're also going to have support from some mentors. Mentors are past students that are currently working. So what we do is that we have a mentor program where after finishing the class, we pair you with one of our old students, and that person is supposed to help you in your job search, your resume. And we also have another person that, like announcement going out and that stuff has to organize things in terms of coordination among students. So I can tell you that we are well organized and we'll be doing this for the past 7 years. Let me talk about my personal experience, how I end up doing these IT auditing stuff. So when I came to America, I realized that a good way for you to actually survive in this country is, to go to school. Right? If you want to have decent living, you need to go to school. So I went to school, University of Maryland. I did bachelor's in economics, finished, tried to look for a job, couldn't find one. I posted my resume on Monster, Dive, Indeed, and all this stuff. But I was not getting a call. So one day, my wife came back from town and said, "Oh, I met this Ghanaian guy that said, in America, you have 2 ways to make it. Either you do something that is related to IT, or you do something that is related to health, and you can make it." The way me, I did economics, so I didn't do anything related to IT. And so the guy also told her that he took a class in Virginia for 3 months, and after the 3 months, he was able to get a job in IT, and he's making about over 80,000 a year for facility. And I was like, "So you took a class for 3 months, and you got a job making over 80,000? How come?" I went for school for 4 years. I'm looking for a job. I can't even get a job. I even went for 3 months. How come that before? So my wife gave me the guy's number, so I called him to explain to me what he did, and say if I'm interested, he can link me up with the guy in the senior class. I took the guy's number, called him, and said, oh, you're fortunate, the following week we have a information session. You want to stop by and listen? So I went for the information session. The guy talked about, how to teach this class, how he helped you at the end for you to get a job. And he also said the same thing, you're going to get a job that will pay you well over 80,000. Yeah. That was 3 months, and I'll get 80,000. Okay? So you know what? I'm going to give you a trial. So there's no harm in trying. I joined the class. So the class supposed to last for 12 weeks. First day, I saw that the guy wasn't teaching was not anything complicated. It's all about the acronym, the definition, some process. It was nothing like typing code and all this like doing like Linux class or database class. Or things that you just have to memorize. So I was being interested in what he's teaching. So after class, when I get home, I do a little bit of research. I remember I'll stay late at night reading some IT terms and stuff, trying to be, comfortable with all those acronyms and stuff. So by the time we got to the 7th week, it's like I was ahead of the class. Like I was reading, so I was ahead of it. So I approached the guy and told him, you know what, I feel like I'm ready. I can go out there and look for a job if you're willing to help me to put up my resume. And then I remember he laughed at me and said, are you sure you're ready? Because this job, the next moment you put your resume, you're going to get a call. I thought he was joking, like, I was like, put my resume, I did it one single call, I can't just get what I talking about in my head. And he helped me put a resume together and everything. So I remember I posted my resume on Sunday night. And that time I used to work at a restaurant in DC, Union Station. Fortunately, that restaurant is not there anymore. It used to be in the center of Union Station. When you came to Union Station, it was called Center Cafe. I used to work there. So posted a resume on Sunday night. And Monday morning, I was supposed to do breakfast. The rest, doing my breakfast. Man, from 8:30, my phone started ringing. Man, calls after calls, and I can't even pick them because I was working. So one call came in, and I decided, for this call, I'm going to pick it. So I ran to the bathroom, and I picked the call. So this lady from, what's the name of the company? So she called me and said there's a company in Arlington looking for an IT auditor. That we are really looking for somebody quickly to come to help. But I'm interested. I said, yes, I'm interested. She set up an interview for me for the following Monday. So I went, took the metro, went to Arlington, met the IT director. I was one-on-one interview. He asked me a lot of questions. I remember there was only one question I couldn't answer that day. He asked me about what do I know about CTS theory. I couldn't really answer that question. So that's fine. I'm not expecting to know it. So he asked me, the company for this position, they're only willing to pay 78,000. So I'm not okay with that. So in my head, I was like, 78,000. Yeah, I'm making $2 something cents an hour. I live on tips. You're talking about 78,000. Yeah, that's fine. I can take it. Okay, no problem. We'll get back to you. So I used to live in Landover those days. So took the metro, going back home. At my last stop, then I received a call from the recruiter. Because I said, oh, congratulations. You got a job. The guy liked you so much. I've just been offered a job. When can you start? And that's how I started. Right. So the reason why I'm saying all this is to, first of all, tell you that I didn't have any IT background. Secondly, and I'm going to be re-emphasizing on it, I can do my best to teach you by on your path to do your best to get a job. But I can teach you I'll teach you the essential, but it takes determination. And I can bet you, if you're actually after this class, if you are really looking for a job, you're going to get it. Some people get it very early. I'm not expecting everybody to get a job after the 7th week. Some people might get it some place. They will receive some call. Some people might hold on. Some people might get it at the end of the class. Some people might get it after 2 months. I have people got it after a year. But what I can tell you is that if you are determined, you're surely gonna get it. So, so that's my story. And since then, I work for NIH, National Institute of Health. I work for NCI, National Institute of Cancer. I work for IMF before, International Molecular Cancer. I work for IMF before. I work for CMS, Center for Medicare and Medicare Services before. So I've been doing this for a while, and I can tell you, finish this class, at least the job we get this day will be at least 85,000 a year. That one for sure. You can check on monster.com, hard job, Indeed, and see for yourself and see how much they are paying. Right. Most of the jobs are Monday to Friday. You are not expected to work on weekends, right? It's not like if you do something like a network, right? Guys who are network engineers, sometimes they have to work, weekends. They have to work after hours because you have to make sure the network is like 24/7. So hours is not like that. Most jobs will pay your vacation, 401k, holidays. These you don't really need to have too much technical knowledge, but we're going to also teach you a little bit of it because as an IT auditor, you should have a little bit of technical knowledge. The jobs are available all over the U.S., right? Anywhere in the U.S., they are IT jobs, right? You go to North Carolina, you go to Texas, wherever in the U.S. the jobs are there. You also learn on the job. You have free time experience. You see all those certifications I have, I've got most of them in my first year. Right, first year because when I started, right, you'll be surprised. Sometimes you go to work, you are so bored. There's nothing to do. Right. I have some of my students have been on projects for the past 6 months. They are not doing anything because they are coming to audit. So they are waiting on the system admin, the networks, and all those people to fix their system before they come in to do assessment. And sometimes you go to work, there's nothing to do. So I took the opportunity to actually learn. So my master and everything, I got it after I got a job. I didn't have all those things. So you have free time. And most jobs you pay for your training. The company that I worked for before, they pay up to 10,000. Right. But right now where I'm working, there's no limit for training. You can take as much as you want every year. And I actually take my training that I take minimum pay at 6,000, 7,000 training. And I try to take like 2 trainings each year because of the certifications I have. I have to satisfy them. I have continuous education. I have to do continuous education to satisfy them. So I try to go like 2 trainings every year. I have well over, I will say now, I say well over 200 that I have trained that are working. It got to a point that, when my student goes to work somewhere, they'll meet one of my former. We offer good quality class, right, at a cheaper cost. The reason why I'm saying that is that we have other classes out there. They'll tell you, you pay maybe 1,500 or 2,000. But what you are not realizing is that they're going to teach you maybe only one framework. But here, we teach you a lot of frameworks, both on the commercial side and then the government side. So we cover topics like the FISMA, the FERRAM, the SOC, the HIPAA, the ISO, SSC 16, now SSC 15, PTI, DSS, HIPAA, SCOBY, COZU. We cover a lot of frameworks. Right? It's not just one. This class is taught by a subject matter expert like myself. I've been doing it for a while. I have my partner also doing it. Right? So we have the mentorship program I talked about. We pair students with performer students that are currently working. Okay? We also cover basic IT topics like firewall, encryption, DMZ, scanning tools, security control, and other other tools. We also cover some of the fundamental of computer, that's computer networking topology. We also do, time to time, I do some labs to show you some of the ethical hacking, to show you how, because when you go as an auditor, you're trying to audit systems, you are auditing those systems to prevent the bad guys to get to the system. So I'll demonstrate, like, for example, I'm sure when you are logging into your bank account online and you get your password when you're wrong 3 times, you get locked out. I'll demonstrate to you why you have those such controls in place. So there's something called brute forcing. So I can demonstrate how to brute force into an account to tell you why we have such controls. So sometimes I do labs. I can do also a lab to show you how I can hack into a wireless router and to tell you what you can do to prevent such things. So sometimes I do some labs and also give you guys some tools, right, where you can play with, right? I do videos to demonstrate how you can use some of the tools, and I give you the tools, at your leisure. Play with all those are not stuff you're going to do at a job, but having an understanding of those stuff will help you when you are going for interview and stuff. So we do that. We also have free access to Microsoft online training. We had a partnership where you have free online training on how to use Word, Excel, projects, and other good stuff. I can tell you, if you don't know how to use Word and Excel, right, you have to start learning it, because that's what you use most of the time on the job. You have to know how to use Word and Excel. Let me just check with the online people to see whether they can hear me. College, can you hear me? College, can you hear me? College, can you hear me? Bernard, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Okay. Richard said he can't hear me. So that's why. Richard, he doesn't have his mic. So yes, so that's what set us apart from the other classes, right? And another thing you have to know that is in our class, right, we help you to build your resume. We prepare you for interviews. So like today is the last session for the current class. So what we are planning to do today is to have some interview sessions. I have some of my old students will come, call some of the students will come, and then we interview them and we show them how to answer some of the questions. On top of that, we give them a bunch of overview questions that you have to go through and what is the answer. During the training, we're going to give you actual documents like audit reports and stuff, and also give you assignments, right? So with the assignments, you have to do them, because the assignment we give in class are real, like, assignment. If you can do it, you can do the job, because I can give you an assignment and give you maybe a scenario and also give you evidence and tell you, look at the evidence and write the report. So those are the same thing you're going to do on the job. So as an auditor, what you are doing is to look at a bunch of documents, interview people, and write the report. So we're going to be doing those kind of things, and I always tell students, you have to pay attention to it. Right? My student will say, sometimes I realize I've been fighting with this lady in the beginning. Say, Mr. Coty, I want you to show me the real stuff I have to do on the job, because what you are teaching us, I don't believe that on this. And she confessed when she got a job. So I Mr. Coty, I was doubting you, but everything that you were saying, and you'll be surprised. Most of my students, when they got a job, they don't worry me, because I've actually taken them through what they really need on the job. And sometimes when they get a job, they call me. Some people call me and say, Mr. Coach, how do you do this? I say, you actually look on the USB I gave you. Because the USB I'm going to give you guys is going to have a lot of information. So you can say, okay, look into this folder, this and that. And when they look at that, this is great. So, yeah, we are still a big family. After you finish and get a job, we're still going to be there to help you. And I don't think of anything they're going to give you as work that I've never done before. if I never done it before, maybe I ask my partner or ask any other student in the next course. Somebody will have an idea of what you are doing. So we are a business people that are trying to make life easier for ourselves. So we're always going to be there for you. We'll show you how the things are done. Sometimes when we have some jobs opening, we can try to place you over there. We are available to help you anytime. Most of the classes are small size classes, and I like it that way. I don't like more than 25 students so that I can have time for everybody. The company is registered in Ghana, in the UK, and the US, so you can use that for some time for employment verification. So some of the syllabus that we're going to be covering, I put them here just for you to get to see. We're going to be covering under the introduction, what is the computer, network architecture, firewall, DMZ, confidentiality, integrity. I know all this might be new to you. I want you to take the class to explain all of this. FISMA, SOC, HIPAA, PCI, DSS, ISO, SSA 16. And for the FISMA, we will be going over the categorization, control selection. So, payment, right? If you're interested in the class, you need to register with $100, and that $100 is part of the tuition, so you are not paying separate. You need to pay 50% before you start. When you make your 50% payment, we'll give you a USB that have the tools, the assignment, and everything that you need for the class. Then you need to make the remainder of the payment by the end of the 4th week, and you get a discount if you bring somebody. Right? We give you a discount to bring somebody, but that person also has to be able to at least something. If you need a payment plan, we can still work it out. Let's do this. Let my partner come first, and then after my partner have one of my old students also come and give a little bit of speech. Then I can entertain questions. Samson, you want to come? You have exactly 5 minutes. Yes, 5 minutes. Because we have another class at 10. Anything you want to say? Yes.
Good morning, everybody. Can you see me? How are you? All right. Thank you guys for coming, and thank you online people too for joining. I believe this is a good course. This is something that you will never regret, because I didn't regret when I had the opportunity to join this training program. I'll use myself as an example for those of you who haven't been to the States for a long time, because most Africans, we've been told, or we have the mentality that when you come to the States, you can't get a corporate job or a good job to do if you haven't actually studied in America. So in my case, when I got to this country, I wanted to go back to Ghana, because at that time I was living in New York, and all the things that people were telling me to do was home care kind of job. Even for retail job, I was applying, I wasn't getting. I would apply to Home Depot. I wouldn't even get a call to come for interview. I was an administrator, somebody who is the next to principal for a training college in Ghana. So I had a good job in Ghana, but I tried to use my resume to apply for a job as even an administrative assistant, and I wasn't getting even a call for interview. So I wanted to go back to Ghana. At some point, I moved to Virginia, and somebody introduced me, talked to me about this program, IT security, which I decided to join. I joined, and then after the class, even before I joined, the man who was organizing the class didn't want me to join the class, because to him, having been to the States for a long time, so he thought I can't be able to get a job after the class. I told him I will still do it. Even if I don't get a job, it will be a knowledge share for me. It's kind of an experience to me. I joined the class, and I paid half to start. I tried to find money to pay half to start because I was new in the country. At that time, I had now gotten a job working at Home Depot at Virginia, Merrifield branch. So I joined the class, and then after the class, I was the first to get a job. Somebody that he thought I can't be able to get a job because I haven't been to the country for a long time. When I was doing the class, I had been in the country for 6 months, and I was the first to get a job after 4 months of completing the class. Got a job with the government agency, Department of Interior, Bureau of Reclamation. That was my first offer, 90,000. It was just a phone interview. I got a first offer, 90,000. The day that I got an offer was Monday. The next day, Tuesday, I had another interview in Connecticut. So I didn't want to go. So I called the recruiter that, hey, you know what, I can't make it to the interview because I can't travel. But the recruiter convinced me to go for that interview, so they had to reschedule for Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I went to Connecticut, Stamford, Connecticut. I drove to Connecticut, and I had that interview. And God being so good, I had that offer as well. But before then, I had a series of interviews, which I didn't get offered. The part that I got offered doesn't mean that I wasn't bound for some interviews. My first in-person interview was with Lowe's retail store at North Carolina. That was my first in-person interview. I didn't get the offer. Prior to that, I had about 2 interviews with them over the phone. They invited me, they bought my flight ticket, they rented a car for me, they gave me hotel accommodation, nice hotel. I was there enjoying. Just for interviews, I traveled to Texas as well for interviews. For those, they will pay for your flight. We are being treated as a professional. Once you complete this class and you are looking for job, you are looking for job as a professional. You are not looking for job as somebody who has taken a training and that you are looking to be get a job as an intern or something. No, that is not a concept. That is why when you complete this class, we don't give out certification. Because the experience you need, we are giving it to you here in this class. For this one, if you do it 3 months, 6 months, it's pretty much the same thing that you are going to do. So that is the kind of experience we are giving you. So I had some interviews that I didn't get offered, but that didn't deter me from applying. That didn't discourage me from still looking for jobs. I was persistent. I was determined. And then my first offer was 90,000 a year. The second one that I got within the same 2 days, that one was $45 an hour. However, because I had a first offer of 90,000 waiting for me, the first one I didn't negotiate, but the second one I renegotiated and I got $47 an hour. I remember when I got my offer, I went, because it was in Stamford, Connecticut. I went to Bronx, New York, where my uncle is, because that's where I used to stay. And I showed him the offer. And it's like, is this the training that I told you never to attend any kind of training? Because in America, maybe somebody can just take your money. Because this thing is never accepted here. You can't just go for any training and then get a better job. I said, yeah, this is it. This is the offer. And I was staying at his house, commuting from Bronx to Stamford, Connecticut every day when I started the job. So it was real. It's not something that I went to print something to go and show him, and then I came back to Virginia to sleep. I started that one, and then later on, I moved on to do the government job that I got. And from there, every time, offers keep coming. Having most of these jobs, like the jobs I've been doing, usually they are contracts. And having been home for more than 2 weeks without not getting a job. Whenever a contract ends, even before it ends, recruiters will start contacting you. This is what the beauty is, that whilst you are working in the field, recruiters keep bugging you. They'll send you emails. Oh, we have a job here. We've seen your profile and we believe you are good. We want to reach out to you to get a job. So whether it's contract or full-time position, every time people want to reach out to you to give you an offer, because they are looking for people in the field to give them jobs. So once you are in the field, so people think that IT are mostly contracts. And when your contract ends, you won't get any job. It doesn't work like that. The moment your contract ends, unless you don't know what you are doing, if you know what you are doing, the moment your contract ends, you'll get a job. I remember recently, my previous job, I was working from home, so I used to travel a lot. And then the contract ended, so I decided to go to Ghana in February. The moment I got to Ghana, I decided to stay there for a month. The day that I got to Ghana, that time before I left, I had interview with three organizations. So I was waiting to hear from them. One was delaying. So I decided to go to Ghana. The Friday that I got to Ghana, I got the offer, so I had to change my ticket, stay there for 2 weeks, and come back. So the offers are there, the jobs are there. It all depends on your determination, your willingness to change, to get to a new level, because I'm sure most of you here, you don't like your present situation. You don't appreciate your present situation. So either you want a new career, you want to change a career, or you want something better for your life. We have trained a lot of people in this field, and they are all making it in the field of IT. I didn't have IT background. My background is management studies from Africa, Ghana. It's not that I had computer science bachelor's or something. This is not that very technical. Even if it is, we are going to teach you on what to do to get in. So you don't have to have IT background to do this. If you have IT background, it's a plus to you. But you don't have to have IT background. And we've also trained people who didn't even have bachelor's to get into the field. But some people think that you have to have bachelor's. Some jobs require you to have bachelor's degree, but not all the jobs require you to have bachelor's degree. So no matter your background, once you are determined to do it, you can do it. For us, as Kosi said, we are going to give you all the information you need. The onus is on you to study the material. This thing is for you to understand the concept and applying it. It's not like you are going to put in some commands on the computer phone to enter some code and stuff. No. It's more of understanding the concept and then applying it in the field of cybersecurity. This is the compliance, IT audit, risk assessment area of compliance that we are teaching you, which I believe everybody can do it. You have to have the determination. You can do it. So that is a little bit I want to share with you. All right.
All right. Good morning, everybody. You guys can see me. Okay. So, just a little about myself. I'm a former student to the class 4 years ago. It was in the summer, just like this, Samson, me and Samson go way back. I knew him from Ghana. So when he started working, he told me about the class. Okay, I can see you're doing it with evidence, so I decided to also give it a shot. And I came into an information session, thinking this is going to be something crazy. I need to learn about coding and all of that, and it was nothing close to what I was thinking. Okay, this might seem very interesting. So I took the class, and God being so good, got the chance to do interviews and stuff after. And man, like whatever they're telling you here, it's just so real. Because I got a job, my first job. I had 2 offers on the table. So this is me working at the lab, right? Making like $17 an hour. And I had 2 people, one offered me 105,000, and another 88,000. The 88,000 offer came in first. I was just waiting to see what the other company was going to say. And they came in with like, oh, okay, so, the compensation is 88, 105, full benefits, health care, whatever. And typing that email to the people that offered me 88,000 was like one of the hardest things I had to do. I just kept thinking, you are turning down a job that's going to pay you 88,000. Like, this was something I never thought, was real. But then it happened, right? So, all I'm saying is, whatever they are saying, whatever it is, like, it's very real. I'm a living proof, right? You're going to hear from other students and stuff like that. If this wasn't real, I wouldn't be here. But the catch is you have to do your part. We're going to give you as much information as you need. It's 12 weeks. It may seem very long, right? But it's very intensive. You are here only on Saturday, and it's a lot of information. Fresh, fresh, fresh. If you're in the IT field already, yeah, you might be used to some things. If you are coming from other fields like I was, things are going to be new. You have to apply yourself. You're gonna have to, read, research. Just don't base everything on what we are telling you here. Do your own little work. Do your own assignments, right? If you're reading, you come across anything you don't understand. Next class, you bring it up. We can discuss, let you know how things are. So, in a nutshell, I'm just saying that this is real. It's good. We're going to give you the information you need. I will be here too. I help with assignments and stuff, right? So, when you guys get assignments, follow me Saturday mornings. I come in earlier. We tackle the assignments and stuff like that. This thing is very well structured. So you're going to get all you need. It's just left for you to do your part. All right.
All right, before we take questions, I want to let one of my students who just finished the previous class, she got a job. So I'll let her to, just tell you how she did it. And, yeah, Marlene, come. So you have 2 minutes.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tika. So I'm going to try to keep this very short since we're running out of time. So long story short, a few years ago, I met a woman from Benin that convinced me to do my master's in IT. At that time, I was a little confused. I was like, I don't know too much about this IT thing. I'm not technical. So anyways, I ended up doing my master's in IT, and I just actually graduated back in May of this year. So after I got accepted to school, I ended up getting an internship at IMF, and then later on at FDIC. I was working there as a IT student trainee, so they were training me on the job. So basically, my internship was it was great, but one thing that was missing from the internship is like the practical part of the job. They would assign me a bunch of work to do, but they wouldn't necessarily sit down with me to explain things to me, to say, okay, this is why you're doing this is what this is. It was more like, okay, here, do this, And on top of that, my managers were never even around for me to even ask them questions. So I remember, I've known Sophie for a while now, from Togo. So I remember, I think I texted him one random day, and he was like, oh, you're always busy, you don't get to talk, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to find a job. I'm trying to get into cybersecurity. And then he would tell me, oh, I have a cybersecurity background. I have this class. You should come to the information session and, just try it out and see what tell me what you think. So I came to the information session, and funny enough, the class was on FISMA training. And prior to joining this class, actually, I knew about FISMA because I was working on FISMA related things at my internship. However, I didn't know the frameworks. I didn't really know the practical part of it. So this is why I chose to join his class. So for me, his class was like the bridge in between like what I was learning in school and at work. I was actually getting the practical part from this course, so from this training class. So long story short, I joined the class. It was 12 weeks long. It was very intense. I won't even lie to you. It's a lot of work. You have to study nonstop. Luckily, my internship was really flexible. I had a lot of downtime, so every time when I was at work, I used to just read things, go on YouTube, just read things. Even when I was at home, even after watching, during the training class, I would still go on YouTube and just read YouTube videos and just type, FISMA, RMF framework, and I pretty much almost forced myself to remember the framework. And then I started applying to jobs. I applied pretty early in the game. I just wanted to see what was out there. I had a few interviews. The first few ones I had a contingent offer, which they came back and said, okay, no, it's not going to work out because I think it was something about my salary range was too high for them. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Um, so I kept on applying to jobs, and I finally had an interview with this one company. It was I had 4 different interviews with them, 2 phone interviews, 1 face-to-face interview, which was very easy from my perspective. It wasn't too technical. And then the last interview was also a phone interview where I just met the entire team. So from there, I think 45 minutes after I did the 3rd interview, the guy just emailed me saying, "Oh, congratulations, you got the offer." And then they sent me an offer letter. The first offer was $98,000. So when I got that, I was like, okay, if these people can pay me $98,000, then they can give me the 100 that I want. That was my goal. I said after graduation, I need to have 6 figures job. So when I saw the 98,000, I was like, you know what, I'm going to sign an offer. So I called the guy. I was like, hey, this is great. I got other offers. I was wondering if you're willing to negotiate. And the guy was like, oh, thank you so much for your call. I really appreciate this. What are you looking for? So I told him what I was looking for. And he said, okay, you know what? I think I can do that. I'll send you another offer letter. And then I think 2 hours later, they sent me another offer letter. I accepted. So basically, long story short, I've been working with that company for about 2 weeks now. It was over 100K. So anyways, I've been working with them for 2 weeks now. And I mean, I love the company. Everything that I'm doing right now is literally everything that I learned in this training. I mean, it's one of those things that even after you get the job, you have to still study. You have to apply yourself. And I mean, they know that I'm young, so they're actually willing to train me too. And I mean, whether you're young or not, they're going to train you regardless. So for me, I'm just like, oh my gosh, thank God. First of all, thank God for opening this path for me. Thank God that I even took this training, because I don't think I would have gotten this offer if I didn't take this class, because I didn't have those skill sets, working from those other internship companies and stuff like that. Okay. So reach out to me if you have any questions.
All right. So you heard it from her. She just took the class, and she's working. I have so many of these stories. So please again, guys, you need to be focused, determined, and you get a job. Now let me see in class questions. Let me take this in class.
Yes, Vincent. Yeah, I would like to know the amount. The fee. Yes. I'm sorry. Okay, that was my question.
Yeah, my name is Luke. What are the times that you offer the class? Mm. Oh. Okay. Okay. 1 o'clock. Oh, every Saturday. Okay. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Thank you.
Please ask your question so you don't call.
Can you hear me? Bernard, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Are you having any questions?
Basically, what the guy was saying about the terms of payment, he was saying initially you have to make pay $100 for the registration, and you have to pay 50% initially. What about if the initial payment, in all together with the registration, you have like $1,000? Can you start with it? Okay, 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 okay.
Let me just make this. There are a lot of cybersecurity training programs out there, and since you guys are new in the field, you don't know the content of the cybersecurity training program. Some are organizing what we call FISMA, which is for the government sector, and they are charging less. So when you come to when they approach you, because you don't know the content of the program, you would think that they are all cybersecurity class and they are all the same. We have different cybersecurity framework methodologies. FISMA is one of them. And when you come to this class, we will teach you about 8 or 9 different cybersecurity methodologies. The other classes, they've completed training. Some of them came to us. Some of them attended other training, and they got job. Maybe some people got job after 6 months, after 1 year, or they've worked for 6 months or 1 year, and they are also organizing classes. But since you are new to the field, you don't know it. So I'm just telling you so that when you hear some and you think they are charging $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, you might go for it, but you will not get the full context of the training. And when you are looking for jobs, you find wanting. A lot of them, after they've gone to take those classes, they reach back to me and I mentor them to get jobs. And I realize that they don't get the quality training that they needed. But the thing is, they don't also know that we organize some classes. So if you are thinking about the cost, that is $3,000, but others are organizing for $2,500, $2,000, you will get it lost because you are only going to take just FISMA or the Risk Management Framework class. You are not going to get the framework for commercial or corporate or private organization, like for HIPAA, PCI DSX, SOC 2, all of the other framework, vendor risk management, for third-party security assessment. Those are for corporate. For me and Kosi, we've done the job. We've worked in both government and corporate organizations. So we have experience in all sectors. We have experience in financial, energy, government, service organization, whatever, nuclear plants, whatever. That is why we are teaching. So we have the experience to teach you. But those people who have gone to take classes and they've worked for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, they don't have that kind of experience to give you the training you need to get a better job. That is why I want to chip in this. So if you are joining online or you are in class and you heard about a class that they are charging 2,000, 1,500, 2,500, just be careful, because you are not going to get the full content and the quality training that you will need. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, just want to confirm. So there are two options. You can either come in class or you can do it online. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So. Online. Okay. 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 All right. And you are Samsung, eh? And this Samsung.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I mean, I know $3,000 sounds like a lot of money, but it's worth the investment in the long run, you know, because you are going to get a job that's going to be worth more than that, you know. And not only that, the job that you're going to be getting, you're going to be working with agencies or like corporate companies and helping them like secure their information system. So like you're going to be doing work that has actual value too. So just really think about that. So it's more than just like the money.
The 3,000 will be your 2 weeks pay when you get a job. So don't worry about it. Go and find money. Go and borrow if you don't have money. Even the Bible says, yeah, you find money. This is something. Me, when I was taking this class, I told my people in Africa that I'm schooling. So nobody was calling me. But when you tell them you are in school, they know that you are busy. So nobody was calling me. You have to commit. You have to sow a seed. Even the Bible says you have to sow a seed before you can prosper, isn't it? Sow a seed, commit yourself to this. And the benefit is enormous. The benefit, at the end of the day, all the people who have gotten jobs, some are riding in Mercedes, they are buying houses, they are really enjoying. There's a particular church in Maryland. Most of the people there, they are into IT. They came to this class, and I used to teach them that they are giving the pastor good tithe. You see, so you have to commit, sacrifice. You sacrificing, the end of it, at the end, you are going to benefit a lot. So it's about sacrifice and commitment. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you.